What's up, guys? It's your girl Rue. And today we're touching on another topic that has plagued my beautiful mind. Today we're discussing body dysmorphia, which is basically the way that you see your body and how sometimes the perception of your body doesn't really match your actual body. I was a very insecure person and I really disliked my body. I disliked a lot of things about my body. And through time, I think I've become more comfortable with parts of my body that once irked me. And also, I've become more compassionate and kinder to myself. For me, in particular, I think it's important that I can share with you what was really like my insecurities. My feet, my toes. I hated my toes. Being Tamil means that you have hair everywhere. Like it's there, it grows continuously. It is strong, black, luscious hair, and it's everywhere. Uh, Insecurity number three. My skin was never great or as great as like the rest of the people in my family. I don't know what happened there, but yes. Um, I was also very insecure with my body weight, and I had love handles and those sorts of things. And for the longest period of time, all I could see were those flaws or those things about my body. And I never paid attention to everything else that was very evident in myself. I was so consumed by what was wrong in my body or what I perceived to be wrong that I really thought, I am super disgusting. And I hated myself. I hated my body. I was so methodical with my eating. Like, although I ate and I enjoyed eating, and that's the thing, I loved eating. So I would force myself to eat smaller quantities. And I saw this with other people. They would think, okay, their metabolism is fast now, but in the future it might not be. So they would cut down their portions. And I saw this and it fitted the idea in my head that, I'm overweight and I need to do this as well. So naturally, I adopted this principle. And I would really just like eat less. And I would be so busy that I think I was eating not enough. And I was always tired. I really just didn't have lust for anything. And you take out like the one thing that you're enjoying, and you're not really left with much. And it came to the point where I would obsess over my skin, and I would try pretty much everything. I would do pretty much everything. I was always looking at the marks on my face. I was always looking at the hair. I was always making sure that I was shaving or waxing, or I would go through phases where I wouldn't. And I think that was because I wanted to regain control over like my perception of my hair. Like I went through phases where I refused to like wax my legs and stuff because I just wanted to, you know, I just wanted to be comfortable in my own skin. And I found that hard because I would be comfortable in my skin and people around me would literally make fun of me for keeping my hair, and they would say that, oh, you have more hair than like us, and like them being males. It was a thing. And um in my family I would be subject to mild bullying about my skin, my hair, how hairy I was, how many pimples I had, how I fit into jeans that are, you know, meant to fit someone much older than me. And all of these comments really just stuck with me, and it really made me feel so unworthy of being beautiful and so unworthy of love. And I really just sort of absorbed all of that. And I see now that I'm guessing those comments came from somewhere. And I can tell you, who told me that, but that wouldn't heal me, because in my mind now I know that they got those comments from someone as well, and someone told them that, and it's just this vicious cycle that has continued and continued and continued, and it's along the lines of you're not good enough, and you don't fit this criteria of beauty, and you're too hairy, you're too fat, you're too pumply, you're too emotional, you're too much. And I think, being a young adult and a young woman, female, I really wanted to be beautiful, and I wanted to feel beautiful, and I wanted to feel accepted and loved for who I was. That when people told me these things, it really hurt me, and comments really stuck to me. Like, I lost very big portions of myself during periods of my life because I wanted to be what other people wanted me to be. Big example, someone told me that I had gone darker than what they thought I was, and I assumed that meant I'm not pretty now, and I stopped swimming because I knew that swimming was the reason that I was like spending time in the sun and getting darker. And I lost such a big portion of myself because I love swimming. I love water. I love being in water. I love being in the sun. And I let this person who's not even my family, I let this person's opinion stick to me to the extent that I like gave up something that I loved doing. And I think in hindsight, I can really just identify the need to want to be accepted, the need to want to feel beautiful, the need to be cherished, and that fear of criticism really just it came so strongly with my body because it was easy for people to see, and your body is literally what you show to everyone. So you know the fear of criticism is much higher because they're seeing it every day. They're noting the changes. You bloat once, and everyone knows you have a pimple on your face, and it's impossible for it to go unnoticed. And that sort of pressure to just be perfect and like have everything so like so smooth and so perfect, and to fit other people's standards, it is crazy. It is now, I can tell you for a fact that it is unrealistic, and it is BS. It is not fair on you, and it's not fair on the parts of you that want to be seen. It's not fair on your favorite um, activities. Like, if you're like me and you love swimming and you give up swimming because you want to be fair, or if you give up makeup because you want your skin to look good, it's not fair on your creative outlet to please other people and stop doing what you want to do. Because at the end of the day, like, you bring more value to this world doing what you want to do and enjoying what you do than looking a certain way. Like, this body is going to die anyway. This body is not forever. It's going to change continuously, and you are the person that can be in control of that change. Like, sunblock is a thing, cleansing is a thing, like, we can do stretching is a thing. These are things that you can do to ensure your body is maintained. And rather than hating yourself, you take stock of what you love about yourself. And I've grown to love my legs. They long, man, they long. And I see now that I want to take care of my legs. I want to take care of my body. I love my waist. I love my arms and my this teeny thing here. Yeah, I've just grown to like love myself. And part of that is because, you know, it's only me that's living in this body, and I deserve to give myself that love and that acceptance. And I know and I hope that you can too.